Hey guys, and welcome to the video. We're going to jump into Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. We have some updated gameplay and behind the scenes information coming from the developers, guys. So let's jump straight into the video and check it out. So guys, first we're going to check out the story and gameplay trailer. Let's get it done. I'm excited to see what this has to show us. I'm going to talk over for copyright reasons, guys. Oh, Harley Quinn looks good.
I'm Darius Sadigian, studio director at Rocksteady Studios.
Rocksteady make great games. I'm glad that they've gone back to the drawing board with this.
Eyes up, people. Let's go.
Oh, I've got Lantern.
At Rocksteady, storytelling and character depth are the core DNA
Flash.
of our games. These are not features, but Rocksteady fundamentals. With Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, we wanted to tell
Looks
a new
great.
story.
Character models look really good.
The Arkhamverse. Coming from Batman, where it was just from his perspective, just from his lens. Now getting to see the
Fantastic
world
games.
through the villain's eyes was really the hook for us.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is
King
a
Shark with a
first-person
minigun.
action shooter that can be played solo or with your friends.
It's a story-driven game that highlights Rocksteady's experience in bringing characters to life. As a Suicide Squad, you'll be forced to take on an absolute impossible mission. You must
Superman, evil Superman, let's go. Fighting evil Superman is going to be
We
fun.
want the mechanics of the game to really reflect the personalities of the squad.
I'm always first on the trigger.
We want their moves to be flamboyant,
Deadshot.
exaggerated, chaotic.
Captain Boomerang, man, he looks fun. So there's a lot of verticality, guys, going up buildings and stuff.
At twice the size of Gotham City in Arkham
Looks
Knight,
huge.
it's big, it's loud, it's a battlefield. It's a place built for verticality, mobility, the unique fusion of enhanced traversal, gunplay, and melee weapons, creating a supervillain empowerment.
Having an open world
It's a
environment
totally
is
original
good
gameplay experience.
if there's things to do. If there's nothing to do, then it will
Just
get
an
boring pretty
opportunity
quick.
there to expand into co-op and have this dynamic world where friends can come together to share an experience. Or players can go solo, switching character members between missions while savoring each and every story twist.
Do you feel it? The swell of pride for what we have accomplished together.
We want to welcome
Gotta
you
love
all
King
to
Shark.
the first episode of our new series, Suicide Squad Insider, where we will provide a deeper look into Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
These artists, man, they're incredible what they
Over
do.
the next few months, we'll be unpacking the game, answering your questions, and sharing a few surprises as we move closer to our launch on February 2nd. We'll also cover how Rocksteady
February
will
2nd,
continue
guys.
to support the game and its players
Not too far away.
with a huge amount of free content.
On this episode, you're going to hear from different members of the Rocksteady team as we explore more of the game's story, the world of Metropolis, and the core gameplay experience.
The Suicide Squad.
That Brainiac?
Let's jump into it.
Let's go. Suicide Squad Insider Episode 1 story and gameplay. So it's behind the scenes, guys.
Normally,
Let's check
when
out.
you make a game in a superhero universe, the protagonist is the best person for the job. The squad
Flash.
are definitely not the best people for this job. They're the only people available.
And they're the only people left.
So it gives the narrative and the gameplay a kind of frantic.
You've
slightly
gotta have
panicked
good comedy in
feeling
this.
where
It has to
they
have
are
good comedy.
Trying to figure this out as they go. The Arkham games weren't gritty because Rocksteady makes gritty, dark games. They were that way because that's what suits a Batman story.
Yeah, definitely. Batman's
Yeah,
dark
we
and brooding.
approach that with a similar mindset of just like, how do we enhance that experience? How do we excite players in new ways?
For the studio to try something new,
Definitely got to be using that baseball bat with Harley Quinn.
The high, powerful traversal elements was coming out of our comfort zone somewhat, but we wanted to see what we could do to put an Arkham spin on the action.
Wrecking shop with King Shark and his minigun.
In true Rocksteady style. The cinematics are kind of the heart of our story. It's the most cinematics that we've ever done, and every one of them is crafted to perfection.
We're not just trying to do what we did
Looking
before,
forward to
we're
the
making
cinematics.
something which fits the source material that we think will make for an interesting story, but will feel different.
Definitely going to be playing as King Shark first if I get this game.
To introduce you to our story, let's jump into an early part of the game.
Okay, so let's learn about the story, guys.
Amanda Waller, the director of the government agency Argus, sends the team behind enemy lines into Metropolis.
I love that she's in her Arkham
Be more cautious.
Arkham costume.
She ain't wired that way.
Oh, they all are. Duh.
In an underground train station, the team finds a secret elevator.
Until we figure out where the hell we are. Let's play along
Okay,
with
so where does this elevator lead to?
Oh, is this a superhero museum? Hate superheroes.
They're in the Hall of Justice.
I've seen it on TV. It's the Hall of Justice. So let's
Yeah.
rob the place. Idiot.
That's pretty fun. The Hall of Justice. Gonna go and rob the Justice League.
Through these doors lies the inner sanctum of the Justice League. Sounds very grand.
We're getting some good gameplay here, guys.
It is.
A lot more than what I thought we'd get.
Can almost make me listen to a boring PSA.
Don't touch anything that's gonna set off an alarm. I ain't fighting any supers for you.
I have read much about the Justice League, and still, they are larger than I expected.
Those holograms aren't actual size, Shark.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're
So
not that
true to the
actually that
characters
big.
that they're in Hall of Justice, and the first thing they think is, what can we steal?
I love that. Rob Batman's gadgets.
Hey man, watch the shit! Glass.
I'm okay.
What the hell you got there?
Thought this baby was a myth. Speed Force Gauntlet.
Yeah, the character designs and models look good, guys. It's got the Speed Force. What's Harley gonna go for?
You're right.
Batman's grappling gun. Let's go. And a backglider? That's cool. The concept of a shark is just crazy to me. But it works. It's really cool. What's King Shark picked up? He's got a hat. Oh, it's the Riddler's hat. Looks like the Riddler's hat.
Where'd the shark go?
Children.
Ooh, nothing says international.
Speed Force
standards
Gauntlet.
like a frickin' jetpack.
Shit. I'd break my damn neck.
You're probably right. Jetpacks seem more like a Deathstroke thing anyway.
So he's going to get his jetpack. That's pretty cool. Why don't they just take all of the gadgets instead of just a few of them? I'm half expecting it to malfunction, go flying through the roof.
That, hat's not gonna get you vertical, Shark.
I can make my own way up.
Here we go. Oh, so he's got like a super jump ability. That's pretty cool.
Tickle me stupid. Sharks can fly.
Alright. New toys, loaded guns. Let's get up on that roof and get our freedom back.
Right, let's see what we're going to do next, guys. Now that we've got this, now that we've got the Justice League gadgets.
So here we're taking these iconic characters who don't typically traverse the way they do in our game, but that's the beauty of our storytelling. We've managed to take these unique abilities and make that an extension of their personalities.
Our power is undeniable.
At least it makes sense as to why they have all these abilities, that they stole it from the Justice League.
We loved working with Gotham and making that a world for players to experience, and we wanted to do that with a new location.
What the heck is that? Like a big tentacle. What the? Okay.
We felt that
Keeps
Metropolis was the natural next step to extend that. And what better way to introduce it than through an invasion from Brainiac with no Justice League to save?
Wow, that's pretty cool. I like that. That looks awesome.
Just checking. We're all seeing that thing, right?
The entire game is about fighting
Definitely.
enemy lines.
Oi, Wally, what the hell have you sent us into? It's a bloody war zone out here. There's a giant skull in the sky.
Congratulations, Task Force X. You're the first assets to make it into Metropolis alive.
There's a giant
We're sending
skull
a
in the
signal
sky.
transponder to your location.
So you're essentially in Brainiac's backyard.
Your orders are to activate that transponder.
Their movement seems like really fluid, really sort of dynamic, which is kind of cool. Plenty of ways to get around. They need to have enough variety of the enemies that you fight. That will make or break this game, I think.
And through this corruption, the people of Metropolis...
If it's like the Avengers game where you're fighting the same generic enemies over and over, it will get boring really quick and people will just hate this game. But if they have enough diverse enemy types, then, you know, it will keep it fresh for a longer period. So it looks like Green Lantern's here.
And what the Suicide Squad is about to find out is that here, the Justice League are the bad guys. They've been corrupted by Brainiac, and over the course of the game, your mission will be to kill them.
Green Lantern! Nice! Hey, your face always looks
Yeah,
so...
Green Lantern looks awesome.
Harley
Great
doesn't
design.
have any innate superpowers, so to go up against these beings that have incredible strength, it's a challenge.
I'm in the middle of recon for Brainiac. Let's walk and talk. You're talking about the all-star team of superheroes here.
Oh, Samoa Joe voices King Shark. I had no idea. Wow.
Looks bad, feels worse. But once you've been enhanced, there's no going back.
What the heck? Just turned into like a monster.
When you face off against the most
Zombie.
iconic characters in all of superherodom and the Justice League, it's by many people's definition an impossible task. You're searching for stragglers.
He's kind of doing a tour of the city, kind of showing them what's going on.
The stakes that Rocksteady sets, the challenges they heap upon you as a player.
Time to rally up with Brainiac. Ready to make the leap?
You know immediately, like, this is the tallest task I will ever take on in a video game.
Flash! Brainiac wondered how you got off the ship.
Speedster secret. The League doesn't leave anyone behind. Let's make you right, buddy.
Yeah, these cutscenes look cool, guys.
That's just what I was gonna say.
You're gonna be fighting the Justice League.
Hey, Metropolis.
There's nothing more
Douchey Flash.
than the boss battles we have in this game.
These are gods like Green Lantern, Batman, Superman, The Flash.
So, what's the plan?
At that point, the game really opens up. We start to see players look at their weaponry and really ask the question, like, how am I going to kill the Justice League?
I hope they have a good skill tree, like a lot of weapon customization, a lot of skills to unlock, stuff like that. They make it really sort of personalized each time you play the game. And that each different character feels different from each other. Oh, the Penguin.
You want to last more than 10 seconds against the League? Cobblepot's been running anti-meta weapons for years. I want him recruited and brought back to the Hall of Justice.
They're definitely showing a lot more gameplay than I thought they would. I thought it was going to be more behind the scenes.
The Penguin is no longer confined to Gotham City. He's made a name for himself in Metropolis as the authority on anti-meta human weapons. Now, Waller wants the squad to recruit him for Argus.
So Penguin's going to be the merchant of the game by the look of it. This looks really cool, actually.
At the heart of each character's
Skydiving
playstyle
off
is their
buildings and
traversal.
stuff.
Traversal gives the player total freedom. Every
Yeah, this
character
looks
has their own
great.
way of getting around that determines how the player moves through this world.
The gameplay looks a lot different to what they first showed off, that's for sure.
Controlling a superhero character is fundamentally it's a power fantasy for all players. We wanted movement through the city to be fun. Just existing and moving around in Metropolis is a good time.
That's what it's all about, yeah.
No more city? Well, as no more as a city can.
I'm looking forward to picking this up now, guys. It's definitely got me on board, I think.
We spent a lot of time trying to get that art direction correct, trying to get the feel for it correct. You get to see all the kind of DC lore that fills this space.
The city looks massive. Like, it looks huge.
Not just a building, it's a daily planet. You know,
But like I say, guys,
we can inject into the city
you can have an open world, but if there's not enough things to do, or if the quests are boring and repetitive like the enemies, then it's going to kill this game.
Yeah, mate. And I'm not a boomerang.
So we still got to see,
size, its scale, anything from the DC lore. You look
will
at
the quests
Metropolis
and, you know,
as
the enemies be kind of, you know, fun to play against.
Ouch. He was barely in. Money talks, creeps walk, you know?
I hear that.
But yeah, the art design looks really cool. I love the looks of the buildings, the artwork. There he is, Cobblepot.
G'day, Pengo. Remember me?
No. Ain't this
No.
the right rogues gallery? Who's the big bleeder? Think his cousin used to work for me.
Ooh, which one? Busted him out of a circus. We're getting the hell out of the city before Argus finds us. You in?
But we are working for Argus.
I'm glad they got Penguin in here, actually. I quite like Penguin.
Good talk. Nice catching up. Give my regards to the locals.
Traversal is at the very core of our game. You will need to be on the move and master each character's movements if you want to succeed.
Harley Quinn looks really fun, actually. Almost like Spider-Man, kind of swinging around the city. This is the thing, these characters that they're fighting here, guys, if it's just one-of-a-kind character, like one-of-a-kind enemies, then it's going to get boring really quick.
Lets her circumvent the trooper's shield and flank them.
I hope they show, you know, the skill tree, like I said, guys.
To shoot the corrupted from above. Now that you've seen some of Harley's combat in this scene, let's explore the rest of the squad's unique playstyles in other encounters. Captain Boomerang uses a mix between sniper rifles, SMGs, and shotguns.
What's cracking?
Each character has an iconic melee attack that can be used to create what we call juggle kills, and also break enemies' shields.
Okay, so we got guns, we got boomerangs.
Take guaranteed critical hits from all guns for a short period after. Shoot enemies in their legs, and then close the distance to do a shield harvesting strike to get some shield back.
Yeah, it looks okay, guys. I'm not going to say that I'm majorly blown away by the combat at the moment.
Literally death from above, which he gladly shows with his Atlantean drop attack. He's the character that can take the most
That's
punishment.
pretty cool.
Heavy weapons, assault rifles, and shotguns, and his trusted cleavers, sickles, and
He's the
combat
tank
knives
of
for
the
some
group,
raw
basically.
damage. For the bigger enemies, each character gets a super powerful single target attack. The Suicide Strike. This one-shots any enemy hit, but it takes longer to recharge, so it's important to use it tactically.
Oh, that's pretty...
Finally,
that's
Deadshot.
wicked.
See, you're low caliber, and I'm high caliber.
His traversal is made to let him create his own vantage points. This works great with
What?
his different loadouts.
Just
sniper
jetpacks
rifles,
up the building.
assault rifles, and pistols. For more up-close action, Deadshot relies on his iconic wrist cannons. One thing we really wanted to bring
Deadshot
to this
looks
game
fun to play.
was a reimagined version of the Arkham counter system, and mix that with our traversal and shooter gameplay.
He's almost like Iron Man.
Counter shot. Each enemy has a different reaction to the counter shot. Some will be stunned, some will take damage, some will be interrupted and then get really annoyed. Now let's take a look at Harley.
Definitely Iron Man
absolutely
vibes from
demolish
Deadshot.
Brainiac's forces with all these tools.
Nice. So we got like a kill cam, like a execution kill cam, which is cool. I like these little kill cutscenes. They're pretty awesome.
Oswald Cobblepot, my man. Do we have a job for you? Tell him, Quinn.
You're making guns for us now, Bird Brain.
Thanks for joining us for episode 1 of Suicide Squad Insider.
So yeah, Penguin's going to be the merchant in the game. He's probably the guy you go to for upgrades, new weapons, stuff like that. Which is cool. I like the Penguin.
In the months leading up to our launch from February 2nd, 2024, we're looking forward to sharing more details and insights about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Like I said, guys, the gameplay does look different. Less kind of looter shooter than what they were showing before. And these kill cams are pretty cool.
Let's call it a sneak preview.
We really want players to feel like they explored all these characters that we bring to life in this DC universe.
Yeah, that looks great.
Starting with characters who aren't very powerful, and through the story, you're learning how to use their skills and become powerful.
We really wanted to deep dive into the RPG system.
You have your enhanced traversal, you have gunplay, you have weapons, there are upgrades and unique talents. And all of that stuff fusing together to
I'm definitely more excited for the game. I don't know if I'm on board yet. I want to see more from the skill tree. You know, I want to see some of the gameplay before I actually purchase the game. So there we are, guys. But like I said, it's going to come down to kind of, is the enemies going to be repetitive and boring, the same, you know, that we saw? Is it just going to be like the Avengers, where you're fighting the same generic kind of bad henchmen over and over and over again? The microtransactions may get in the way of the game. We're not really sure at this point. But let's go on to the next video, guys, and check that out. So, guys, in this next video, it's the Classic Outfits pre-order trailer. So let's take a look, guys, and see what it has to show us. So, Amanda Waller. We got the Justice League. Evil Superman looks badass. That looks so funny. Classic Harley Quinn. Yeah. I can see why people would pre-order this.
All finished with the fashion show?
King Shark, he's wearing like spandex. What is going on? That looks pretty fun, guys. Yeah, I can see people wanting to pre-order it just for those outfits, guys. I mean, it looks pretty cool. Silly outfits. Kind of lends to the comedic value of the game. But yeah, guys, there we are. So that's kind of the behind-the-scenes trailer of the game. And then also the kind of pre-order classic outfits pack that you get for obviously pre-ordering the game. Guys, what do you think about this? Does the game look better than what we saw before? Are you interested in picking up this game when it comes out? Or do you still think it looks a bit generic and boring? Kind of the same criticisms as what we saw in the first, tease that they showed months ago. Let me know what you think, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.